March of the Machine is flying off the shelf, but with the Summer of Magic looming on the horizons and Lord of the Rings and Commander Masters right around the corner, something has to give. Do we think March of the Machine is going to continue to see success, or is there problems coming for this set and maybe some of Magic's biggest products yet? Let's talk about it. When it comes to a standard Magic the Gathering release, a lot hinges on how we, the consumers, really enjoy the product and how much we want to engage with it on release week. And March of the Machine is no exception. We have seen Magic releases in recent history take a turn for the better from the low points of things like Adventures in the Forgotten Realms and Midnight Hunt, all the way into Brothers of War, Phyrexia 1, and now March of the Machine. It seems like us players are coming out in droves to enjoy ourselves some release week fun. But Magic the Gathering product, on the other hand, has been a different story. Even as we were taking a turn into enjoying our release events more and getting out there and slinging some cardboard, the sales were creeping up much more slowly. But March of the Machine seems to have turned a corner when it comes to how we're engaging with the product. So today, we're going to talk about all the sales data that I've put together for the latest Magic release. We're going to compare it to some other standard sets, and then we're going to talk about kind of the future. We've had some crazy things go on with March of the Machine Aftermath spoilers, security firms that we're going to talk about this week, and then we're going to talk about some channel news at the end of this video, so make sure you stick around for that. I got something fun coming this Friday. But when it comes to sales data, you guys know, right here, I track every single sold listing of sealed product on TCG Player, and for March of the Machine, I'm focusing on the big three SKUs. We're talking collector boxes, set boxes, and draft boxes. And amongst these three products, March of the Machine has outsold every other product that I've tracked by a fairly good amount. It looks like the total for March of the Machine is $769,438.46, just up to the release of that product. That is not the current number, that is just the pre-sale and pre-release amount of money spent on March of the Machine. Now compare that to two other very successful Magic releases. We compare that to Phyrexia All Will Be One, which frankly, I did not see coming as such a banger set, but it is $15,000 more than Phyrexia All Will Be One, excluding the complete bundle, because the complete bundle is absolutely nuts, and it is a whopping roughly $93,000 more than Brothers War. So it's safe to say, in short order, in a short amount of time, not only is pre-release back, but Magic releases as a whole are back. Now, what does this mean for the rest of the year for Magic? I think there's massive implications that we're going to get into, so stick around. I'm excited to talk about what this is going to do to some pretty big future products that we have coming up. But I do want to cover just the rest of the data really quick, just for those interested, and this will be quick, so even if you're not interested, try to sit back and enjoy it. You might even learn something. When it comes to the boxes sold, the set box is still the king for March of the Machine. 50% of all boxes sold on TCG Player up to the release are set boxes, where 42% are collector boxes and a measly 8% are draft boxes. Makes sense. Not a lot of people are buying draft boxes on TCG Player. They have a purpose. They're to play the game. When you buy it on TCG Player, you have to put all the players together, get a group together. It's much easier. Go to your local game store, head down to MinMax, and get a draft in. Now, it gets interesting when you look at the amount of money spent on this product. While the set box seems to reign supreme, we are only spending about 37% of all the money that we're spending across March of the Machines is being spent on set boxes, where a whopping 57 to 58% is actually being spent on the collector box, and the rest kind of going to the draft product. And this means that while the set box is flying off the shelf and selling in greater numbers, the collector box is still where we'll probably see a good amount of Wizards of the Coast focus, because, well, frankly, even with selling less product, it's making them more money. And so this is why we see things like serialized cards, all these chases, the crazy variants. I'm pretty sure that we're starting to understand, why this is the way it is. So March of the Machine just doing fantastically. And as far as individual box prices, I made a video on this channel last week, and after this one, make sure you go check that out, about the fact that this set was surprisingly cheaper than the rest of the product. And I in that video said, I don't think this will last, and lo and behold, it really hasn't. Set boosters are selling for a more responsibly $115, up from about $104, $105, and collector boosters are selling for a whopping $227 after shipping, $227, 228, right around there. And this is coming off the back of collector boosters selling at the time for, roughly $204. Now, part of this leans into why I am concerned for something in the Magic community, and I'm not quite sure what yet. You'll see what I mean here. The fact that we were hesitant upon release to spend the money on this product, and the product kind of took a minor small race to the bottom, tells me a couple things. First, it tells me the era of pre-release and pre-buying product well ahead of time does seem to be winding down. It seems to be coming to a close, right? The sun is setting on the pre-release era. With these Magic products hitting shelves and always being available for as long as they are, right? We can still get All Will Be One collector boxes. We can still get Brothers War collector boxes, albeit there's no Amazon dumps for those two. This isn't like a doom and gloom thing. It's just the fact that it's available to regular consumers at a reasonable price. And because of this, I think we, people who enjoy the game, are seeing no need to go in and pre-release or pre-spy and give these stores a bunch of our money. We'll just wait for the product to come out. But with this being the case, I do wonder, as this product came out, were we holding back? We were saying, hey, we have Lord of the Rings coming up and we have Commander Masters. So between Tales of Middle-earth and Commander Masters, we know as a community we're going to be spending a ton of that money, a ton of those sweet, sweet tax returns on Magic the Gathering. And because of this, we're going to hold off a little bit and maybe not buy product so aggressively. But once the product drops and people are opening, you're seeing those foil Ragavans and the serialized cards and the Multiverse Legends coming out and all their treatments. I think we're drawn in and we want to open this product. And because of that, I think we're seeing a good recovery. And this leans into what I said before. Something this summer is going to suffer. Us as a community, we only have so much money to buy cards with, guys. We only have so much money for cardboard. And because of this, and collector boosters for Lord of the Rings being astronomical in price, coupled with the set box for Commander Masters being $400 plus, I mean vastly more, $500 in some cases, $400, yes, vastly more than $400, I truly believe we're going to enter this period of time where we have to embrace the A, not every product is for us, and B, if we're going to continue to engage in our hobby, that money's going to have to go somewhere else, and it might just funnel back into March of the Machine. When us regular enthusiasts, and I have this theory, when I'm standing in min-max, right, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to buy something from Don behind the counter, I'm going to pick up a box, I want to open something, I'm super stoked. Do I want to spend all this money for one of these premium products, Lord of the Rings, Commander Masters, or do you want to give them, the $210, $215, whatever they're selling collector boosters at that moment, and say, I just want, the Multiverse Legends. I just want March of the Machine. Maybe I just want Brothers War, and I want to take a shot at a serialized artifact card. I really think these sets are going to suffer because of how well these standard sets are doing. And these standard sets are doing well because the product is legitimate. It is a good product. I want to know what each and every one of you out there think, though. Do you really believe that something as powerful as Commander Masters could have a dent put in the armor by something as, meaningless as a standard set release like March of the Machine? I truly do. I think these standard sets are crushing it. And if you would have told me in 2022 and even 2021 that standard sets are going to carry Magic into, success and return prominence, I would have been like, you are out of your mind. But, lo and behold, here we are. Guys, I've had some huge channel news today. We are doing a live stream every Friday morning. We're talking about the week in Magic. We're going to check out some content. We're going to check out, some of the things I said, maybe catch up with some sales data, and more importantly, hang out, have our coffee. It was a blast last week. Make sure you are here next Friday for the Friday morning Magic live stream. Thank you all for hanging out. We're racing towards 5,500 subs. Until next time, you all know my name is Josh, and the last thing I ask is just share this video with a friend or group of friends as we help grow the community of the channel. Thank you all so much for hanging out. I'm all backwards in my intro, so we'll just see you around. Goodbye.